Hello, beautiful woman. How are you? Good to see you all. Sorry for this. All right, welcome. So the purpose of this live today was to do a grounding practice. And what's been coming up for me this morning is really about elevation. And so I want to dance with those two subjects with you today. So why is grounding so essential for you to rise up in power and conscience? So I want to talk about this first, and then we'll do a grounding practice and an expansion activation. So we can really touch on both polarities that are needed, really the earth and the sky, and that's really what this group is about, and that's what my journey has been about, harnessing those both forces of, verticality of the earth and the sky. So if you're watching, you can type in hello or your name so I can see who's watching, and I can interact with you and weave with you. So what's been coming up today was really about elevation, and how grounding is so needed to receive all that flow of, the transformation, what comes with it. But also, sometimes you just need to kind of like break the patterns. Hey, Courtney. And how sometimes you just really need to break those patterns and, elevate yourself and expand, take expansion, like grow, actually grow, those roots. Those roots do grow, just like when you plant a seed. Hi. So I was reflecting on my journey this morning and how every time I was about to make a big step, I would face old patterns, Hello, Sonia. And I would face old patterns, and it's so tempting to feed yourself in the doubts and the judge and the beliefs that we all have, that are from ourselves, but also from our lineage and from all the existence, since we're all related. We all come from the same source of life. So we all carry those memories. And whenever I would face those stages of growth in my transformation journey, I would always kind of fall back, So what I was faced with is that duality between, bonjour Sonia, l'autre Sonia, hello Jennifer. So yeah, sorry, back to focus. So whenever I would go to a stage of growth, I would go back into old patterns. And what came up for me was really about strength, and about how every time I would face, I would feel like I'm more myself, I'm more full of myself, and I'm stronger. Bonjour André, hello mama. What would come up for me would believe that I'm too weak to handle it, that my body is not strong enough, that my emotions, can't handle it, that I'm gonna either burn out, or that I would have that belief that my body would not handle it, even though I'm in good health, knock on wood. So what came up for me today was really about breaking that belief and, stretching myself into expanding, into my body. And I just went for a run this morning, and I really literally felt like my body was expanding, and I was breaking those patterns of feeling weak, of thinking that I'm weak and that I can't handle, more more elevation, more dignity, more truth, more power, in a very aligned way. You know, you know how much I'm about integrity and authenticity and purpose. And now that I've aligned my life with purpose and integrity, and I know who I am and I know what I'm standing for, now it's just about, you know, really taking that step, you know, and honing all of who I am into grounding that energy and that flow that's coming to me, but also, you know, walking my talk and taking those risks and opening those spaces of transformation for women. Hi. So let me know what you're getting out of this, what resonates for you, if you recognize yourself in the pattern of, you know, whenever you're about to make a leap and, you know, you're feeling stronger, you're feeling like you're yourself, you know, you go back, you know, and you put yourself down, you know, judging yourself, or, you know, or going back into old patterns of feeling like you're not enough, or doubting even what you're doing, and really going into your mind about this. So if that resonates with you, just let me know, and let the others know that, you know, you're not, yeah, let the other ones know, and be seen in that, so you can break this pattern, you can transcend it. So bonjour Anne-Marie, hello Christine. So let me know what resonates, and plant the seed of your intentions in this space. You know, dénonce-toi. Yes, self-doubt often creeps in. That's when I go outside to get permission from the earth. Wow. Thank you for the humility, Courtney, and the conscience that you bring. Going back to the source is how I call this. And it's so essential into the path of transformation, into the path of rising up as women, as reclaiming our power that we have, that we can give life. We can give life to human beings. We're connected to the divine, but we can also give life to nurturing projects, to life-sustaining projects. And that's our power, and it's also our responsibility. And I'm here to help women reclaim that power in dignity. And I'm here to help women rise up to who they really are and what they're really meant to create on this planet. Hello, Christine. So here are the piece of content that I wanted to give you today. The 5 steps to rise up empowered, to rise up in power and conscience. So first of all, you need to reclaim time and space for your being, for yourself. And that means really physically the space that you live in. Reclaim a space for you, reclaim a space where you get to be you, where you get to connect yourself to your source, and have a sacred space for you where you can ground yourself in. That's the number one thing. And you also want to create space, unclutter the more you can, unclutter the space, unclutter the house, and let go. Just let go. You know, put yourself into this movement of transformation. It's gonna give you confidence, and it also gonna create space in your mind, in your consciousness. It's kind of, okay, I'm ready for something else. I'm ready for more. I'm creating room. So when you open space, something else comes up. You know, if everything's cluttered, there's no room for more. It's just gonna go and feed the judge. You don't want to do that. We know that the judge is gonna block you from taking that leap, from taking that next step. So you reclaim space and you reclaim time. You reclaim time like you are doing it right now. And the more you reclaim time, the more you need time. And the easier it gets. So you need to reclaim time in your agenda, in your schedule, in your life, and to kind of detach from the persona that you think you are, but is not full, you know? So you need to take a step back and see and have a chance to feel, you know, to feel what's missing, to feel what you want so badly in your life. And you get to do that when you reclaim time for yourself, to sit with yourself, to feel what's coming through you. You know, stop protecting yourself from it. You know, there's so many ways that we have learned to push the emotions in, to not listen, to keep ourselves busy. You know, like work. You know, ingest things to cover it up. You know, it can be food, substances, you know, whatever makes you feel something, you know, that enables you to feel. So reclaim that space and reclaim that time to feel to feel yourself. And that's gonna help you move through the next emotion, because there's gonna be a lot of things that are gonna come up when you start clearing out and asking for more. Everything that is not aligned will come and manifest, and life is gonna give you a chance to say, do I still want this or not? Do I still want this behavior? Do I still want that relationship? Do I still want that rhythm or that job or that non-alignment with my really true self, you know? And you really get to choose. You get to choose, and you get to reclaim who you really are. So the number one step, reclaim time and space. Number two, commit to a vision. Feel the vision. Feel the feelings that this vision is gonna bring you. So commit to a conscious intention. Really go back. Yeah, what is your transformation intention? What is it that you're calling more of in your life? What is it that, you know, you're ready to let go? Just make a commitment, a first step. And merci Anne-Marie. Contente d'entendre que ça résonne. Thank you, Anne-Marie. So you commit to an intention. What is your intention? And you can do that now. What is my intention? What am I feeling? What am I receiving? What am I ready to go for? You know, what am I ready to go for? What is really calling me like so badly? And it's gonna start coming, you know, with things like, well, I want more love, more freedom, more peace, more harmony, and just really receive it. Receive fully that vibration that your body is calling for, and let it in and receive it. Don't block it. Don't judge yourself. Don't protect yourself from it. You know, your being knows, your soul knows you are connected to the divine. You know things. So number one step to the rise up in power and conscience is to reclaim time and space. And number two, you commit to an intention. You commit to a vision. Number three, you ground yourself constantly. You go back to the source. And Courtney, you mentioned it when you said you're going to go outside and get permission from the earth. Yes, connect yourself to something bigger than you. Feel supported by everything that is around you that supports you, like the earth, the snow, the sun, the birds, whatever is alive, any symbols that come to you, receive it as a blessing. It's, you know, receive it as your intuition receives it. Give it space, give it meaning, and go back to the source, go back to the ground. So go back to feeling your feelings, sit in your sacred space, listen to what's coming up, work with your intuition, however that manifests for you. If you have some oracle cards or you know, if you do some medicine walks outside and you ask for support, ask for guidance, just go back to that ground and that source. Whatever grounds you, go back to it every day. Every day, make a commitment to create that time and space for you. Every day you go back to it and you nourish it, and you nourish that connection, and you nourish that knowing, and you nourish that being of yours that really wants to take more space and rise up and shine. So that's the third key. Number 4, seed that intention of yours in a sacred space. So be seen, be heard, verbalize your vision in a space where somebody holds the space for you. So get some support. Everybody needs some support to appear and rise and transcend what is ready to be let go of. And this year is really a year for that. It's a year to give yourself the freedom to be who you really are. All the structures are collapsing. It's time to create the new structures that are going to be life-sustaining for humans and for the earth. But the earth will survive. It's really about, you know, humans, you know, our humanity. It needs to reground itself in essential, in realness, in what really matters, and build it from there, you know, and believe that it's important. Believe that what you receive as intuitions is important, and the world needs that gift just as much as you need to receive it in order to, you know, it's kind of like receive a breath of life into this madness, this control system, this fear that is holding us back and it's pushing us down so much. And it's yes, thank you, Courtney. It's, oh my God, it's so not life-sustaining what's happening right now, and we need to survive, and every human has to do its part. And yes, you need to reclaim time and space, commit to a vision, ground yourself constantly, and go back to the source. Nobody's gonna do it for you. You're responsible for your own being. And seed your intention in a sacred space. Be heard, be seen, show up, break those walls, break those illusions. There's so much illusions that you've been feeding all these years, and that it's just time to let it go. If you're here, it's because you're ready to hear this. And the number 5 step is to elevate your frequency. So what's elevating for you? You know, what brings you joy and dignity and ease, but also strength and power, you know? Move your body, bring your heart rate, you know, higher, go outside, dance, bring fluidity in your hips, you know, feed yourself with what's nourishing, what's elevating, not what's gonna bring you down, you know, like you know your patterns, and you know what's life sustaining or what's destructive, you know. So don't feed the destruction, don't feed the judge, don't feed the false ground, and elevate yourself and surround yourself with people that make you feel alive and vibrant, and feed that life, and make sure that, you know, you do it every day. And when you see yourself going down the pattern of feeding the old and the victim and the sabotage and the destruction and the neediness, and just choose to not feed that and break the pattern. That's what we did last weekend with my mentor, Jennifer. So yes, surround yourself with women that want what you want, and you're gonna feed this vibe with the constant mirroring and the constant energy flow, and that's what happens in sacred spaces. It's resonance, it's medicine, it's the medicine that you have that others are ready to receive. So tell me what you're getting out of this, what resonates, what's the key that you came here to receive. And maybe just by this energy that I'm putting in the container, maybe you're already feeling more grounded and more elevated, you know? Hi. So the 5 keys to rise up in power and conscience is to reclaim time and space, commit to a vision, ground yourself constantly, every day, go back to the source, seed your intention in a sacred space. You need to get support, be seen, be heard, and elevate. Number 5 is to elevate your frequency. Surround yourself with people that make you feel alive and vibrant, and that support that growth, that elevation, you know. And I want to support you on this path. So I will offer 5 coaching spots. I've opened up some spots in my calendar. I will put the link right after our call. So please, if this is calling you and you're ready to reclaim time and space, say yes to this. It's a complimentary call. It's an offer. I'm being of service, and I'm making myself be seen and be heard, because I'm nourishing that vision of women elevating in power and in dignity. And this is why I'm here on Earth, on this world, on this planet. So I'm spreading this live flow into this space, and I'm hoping to pollinate your flowers, to pollinate that being of yours that's so ready to receive. And let's finish with that. We'll do a small practice together, and so you can get a taste a bit of the medicine and of what you can receive more into working with me and receive coaching and receive that activation that you're ready to receive, and go to the next step of your transformation journey. Feels good. Feels good to be me and to do what I'm supposed to do, and to stop. And I don't want to make this about me, but I want you to see that it's possible to get that relief and that alignment and that feeling of freedom and of being so real to yourself, of no more detours, no more lies, just receive yourself. So I will put the link below after the call, and right now you can close your eyes. Just close your eyes and make sure you feel the ground underneath your feet or underneath your buttock, your leg. So make sure you put weight, and you really connect yourself. So you feel what's underneath you. Do it like you mean it. Do it fully. Don't hold yourself back, okay? You know? And then just take a breath, and feeling like your feet are actually 2 big roots. And under the middle of your feet, there's a smaller root that goes down into the ground, into the rocks, into the magma, and goes right into the magnetic center of the earth. And your roots go all the way down there. And now I want you to take a deep breath and suck in that, receive that energy and make it and make it go into your rooms, into your roots, from down the center of the earth, and make it travel and bring it up. Feel it going through the magma and the rocks and the earth and into your feet and your legs. And bring that flow into your belly, into the center of your creation power, into the center of your being. And feel that expansion. Feel your belly really taking more room and more expansion, and receive that flow. Receive your roots, receive yourself, receive that grounded energy that knows, that inner power, that inner knowing, and let it flow where it wants to flow. If your body feels like moving, doing 8 with your belly, with your hips, and let that flow, and receive joy and freedom, and allow yourself to be moved and to feel pleasure. Receive that fully. And now I want you to go up into your heart core, and really into the center of your heart. And dive into it. Dive into it. Create that crack, and let the light come in your heart. Let it be expanded. And I really want you to visualize a ray of powerful sunlight that enters your heart and that cracks it open. And feel the sun rays popping out of your heart everywhere, like really the 3D shape of it. 3-dimensionally receive the light into your heart center, and let it grow, let it shine, and breathe into it. And feel the expansion, feel the feelings, feel it what you came here to receive. And connect yourself to the middle of your forehead. And I am inducing energy, I'm bringing in energy of connection to the divine, to the invisible, and receive it into your third eye, into the center of your forehead, the connection to the invisible. Your divine connection to the wholeness, to the oneness. And just receive the intuition. Where is your body telling you to look at? Where are you receiving intel? What are the insights coming in? Just let it flow. Receive it. Don't mentalize it. Just receive it. Go back to the roots. Go back to the power in your belly, to the expansion you felt in your heart, and to that pulsation of life that wants to come and carry you and lift you up and rise you up into the transformation that you're ready to receive, that your heart is longing for. so deeply and profoundly. It's it's gonna bring you joy to realize how evident it is. It's so simple. It feels good to receive. Just let that sink in and imprint it in your cell. Receive it. Receive it into the center of your creative being. Receive it into your hips, into your womb. And seed your intention. Let yourself be heard. Let yourself be seen. If you want to voice your intention with words or with another human being, the space is open in the chat box to receive your intention. Just embrace it and receive it with dignity. Hello Daniel, du Costa Rica. Great to see you. Thank you so much for showing up and reclaiming time and space, and for receiving yourself in a sacred space. I'm offering 5 women the chance to book a coaching call, a complimentary coaching call. I'll put the link in the chat box right after we finish. Please go ahead and claim space for yourself. It's an offer. It's there. Receive it. Receive it and feed and nourish that intention of yours that's so ready to shine and to receive this life force in service to you and your family and your tribe, and also in service to other humans. Receiving that birthright and that responsibility to create life-sustaining creations. Hi, thank you all so much for being here. Let me know what you received. Let your voice be heard. Put words, learn to put words into the feelings. That's also a key to transformation. Is giving space and time and value to that vision of yours, to your intention, to your feeling, to your needs. Give it value. Your ancestors worked all the way so that you come here today, so that you show up and you reclaim what you need. So own up to it. Thank you, Courtney. Thank you for being here. Courtney is a wonderful ally from another container. Yes. Thank you for voicing out gratitude. Another key to transformation and to connect to the source. So I'll just wrap up. The 5 keys to rise up in conscience and power is to, merci Daniel, is to reclaim time and space, is to commit to a vision, to a transformation intention. Number 3 is to ground yourself constantly. Go back to the source, to what nourishes you. Number 4, get some support. Be seen, be heard. Seed your intention in a sacred space and receive the resonance. Receive that flow of energy. And number 5 is elevate your frequency. So go where your heart feels free, feels lifted, feels nourished. Surround yourself with energy, people, food, spaces, communities, groups where you feel lifted. And that's really a key to elevate yourself to that next stage of growth that you're ready to receive. All right. I'll be back here again tomorrow. Let me know what you want to hear about. Let me know what resonates. What is the pieces of the puzzle that's going to help you take that next step? I want to hear about your experience and about your path. So help me be of service. Be of service to you by asking, by daring to ask, by daring to be ready to receive for that answer. Because once you call it, it's gonna come. You gotta be ready to receive it. What do you need to receive? What guidance do you need? Take a stand for yourself, for your own self-love and path. Thank you all very much. May this work resonate in your heart, in your tribes, in your communities, and have ripple effects all over the globe to support our humanity to rise up in power and conscience. Thank you.